Decibel reported their second quarter results, and they showed yet another incremental improvement, with net revenue growing 14% over the last quarter. However, their gross margin went from 49% to 42% as they wrote off some old inventory and had to hire some temporary labor to meet demand in market as the company is in the process of expanding manufacturing capacity. That may be due to the fact that they launched a couple of new products that they needed to get out the door. I'm not too sure, but the fact that they call it temporary means they don't expect the expense to be ongoing. If you just take their net revenue, subtract their cost of goods sold, subtract their operating expenses and their financing costs, and don't worry about the non-cash change in fair value items, they made $5 million last quarter even when you include these temporary expenses. And if you do exclude those one-off expenses, they made over $6.5 million in the quarter. Either way, that's not bad for a company valued at $55 million. But how did they become profitable, and how will their growth continue? The main product that got them here is their infused pre-rolls, which continue to be popular in a high-growth category. Going forward, they have a few potential growth channels, including flower, which in the previous quarter was only about 10% of their total sales, the rest being infused and extracts. That's mainly because, though their derivative products have been reasonably priced for quite some time, their flower has been known for both high quality and high prices, so they only sell in limited quantities. But I've noticed quite recently that they're even selling those products more competitively, so they may be going for higher volume there. But I don't think that domestic flower sales will be their biggest growth channel in the near term. In late June, they launched Vox Pops, which are a pre-rolled product that have crushable flavor capsules in the filter. I'm going to go into a bit of detail here, but it'll come together to make a few important points. I first tried the mango flavor, which I thought tasted artificial, which it is, but I recognized it as something that would probably sell for a couple of different reasons. I knew it would sell at first for the novelty factor because consumers in this industry really like to try the next new thing. And while I didn't know where the balance would lie, I figured that some people would like it. I did notice them disappearing from display cases, and when I spoke to bud tenders, they said mixed things. Some people liked it, some people felt the way I felt. But after a few conversations, I realized that it was the mango flavor in particular that people were complaining about. So I tried a grape and a watermelon, and you know what? I actually liked it. It actually tastes like grape or watermelon. So I now understand why it continues to sell. One of Decibel's strengths is their reaction to customer feedback. In fact, they've owned 6 retail locations for years, and they cite customer feedback as one of the benefits. They're also quite innovative and adaptive, so they're quite likely to say, hey, this mango stuff isn't working, maybe we're not going to make any more of that. This grape and this watermelon, people like that, we'll make a bit more. And what makes this grape and this watermelon good, what makes this mango bad, and let's make new flavors based on that. And those new flavors will sell because, like I said, customers in this industry, they really like to try the next new thing. And these products are still unique in the industry. I've yet to see anybody copy it. How easy is it to either make or obtain or even place these flavor capsules? I'm really not too sure, so I don't know what sort of competitive edge Decibel has over everybody else at this moment. In terms of the capsule, that is. However, in terms of flower quality, rolling technique, and pricing, they have a strong advantage already. These products are 3.5 grams for under $15 at some stores. And these same stores sell more expensive products that don't have the flavor capsule and are just lower quality anyway. That is because Decibel not only grows high quality flower, they've also invested a lot in their rolling technology, so their products are quite good. Therefore, their competitive edge really should be long lasting. It also may be worthy of note that their international sales are really picking up, increasing over 80% just quarter over quarter. That was all to one customer in Israel, but the possibility of expanding to other countries without further legalization already exists. I asked Decibel CFO a few questions some weeks ago, including about international sales, and I made a video about that subject, but I think it's good to highlight one of his statements here, which is, I would expect that flower becomes a large part of revenue generation in our business through international and likely this year. Does he mean that he believes that sales to Israel will increase, or does he believe that he'll be selling in Australia and within the EU medical market fairly soon? Obviously, he can't discuss any deals in progress, but if it's going to be a significant part of revenue, well, I'm not sure if Israel is going to be able to cover that. I also asked him about share buybacks, and I was planning to, in this video, discuss their balance sheet and the possibility thereof, but I think that warrants a separate video. For now, we'll just say that he didn't rule it out in the near term. Their balance sheet does need repair, but they're making enough money that they are in the process of doing that. So yeah, share buybacks is a distinct possibility in the next few quarters. All of this should make them the best known name in their sector within the investing community. However, they're completely unknown, and the question becomes, will interest grow before or after they start buying back their own shares?